here in the side. Mick Rosine at fullback, he's a newcomer. Dean and Byrne in the centres with Johnson and Lacey on the wings. Kelly, as I told you, at 5/8. Laffin at halfback. Doonerman, he's the captain at lock forward. There's your second row pair I spoke about. It is going very well under coach Ron Willey, and there it is. It's almost, in fact, I think it is their best side. O'Connor, Shepherd, Smith, Adam, Mark Harris, the former Eastern Suburbs and Australian player. Wilson, captains from 5/8, but that one, Queensland country, unless they can get that ball, they're going to see plenty of McKinnon, Harris and Mayo coming at them all night long. Cudmore, talented player, number 8 for North Sydney, worthy of watching in this match tonight. His tackler was the Queensland country hooker. And out to O'Connor, nicely tackled there. Number 4 for the countryside is Tony Byrne. And so Alan Smith, a dummy half, lofts it out to Henniker. Henniker dummies, cuts inside. He looks like he might score. He's run out of pace. He's got the ball away to Adam. And Adam is taken by the fullback, Rosine, very close to the line. They're dangerous now. Alan Smith dives and Smith has scored. Alan Smith, the former Queenslander, the boy who scored 4 tries for Queensland against New South Wales. And Norths in 1980 on a 2-year contract. And so a penalty as it goes into touch on the full from the kick-off, and that's a cardinal sin.
He got across there very well.
So Mark Harris bullocking his way up just inside the 32-metre line. Foy gave it to McKinnon, then to Smith, number 3. Did well to get his pass down to Wilson, given away to Henniker. On it goes to Mayo. And that man is Cudmore, giving it to Harris. Back on the inside, Cudmore. Further back on the inside to Mayo. This man is Foy. Back it goes to Wilson. They're still throwing it around like a hot potato. It's out to Alan Smith, away to O'Connor. They could score. They should score. In fact, they will. O'Connor scores a great North Sydney try.
About 12 passes there, Keith, at least.
Well, let's see this on the replay, and we will if... Oh, gee, that's very ambitious. He's found it only an inch from the corner post. And the free place kick will be taken by Ash, the hooker. So they set it up now, Queensland country, with a chance, and this man is Doonerman. Higgs has gone to dummy half, would probably go himself, unloads though to Laffin. Laffin tidied up by Keith Harris and John O'Connor. Dummy half is Ash. That's Kelly in 6. And out through the centres, Lacey to Byrne, or Dean to Byrne, I should say. Higgs is dummy half again now. Kelly wants it on the left. Higgs works blindside. And it's intercepted by John Adam. He's up into the clear. Con Marinan is chasing. He's given the pass to Mark Harris. Now, how much speed has Mark Harris still got? He's struggling to try and break free of the tackle, but he's lost a lot of speed, hasn't he?
Great tackle.
About 10 metres out from the line, he was arrested there by Bob Lacey. And Norths are on the attack through Keith Harris to Steve Mayo. And there's Avco Bears all over the paddock, and Alan Smith is in to score his second try. North Sydney now leading by 11 points to 0. Just as we saw. I'll just get for you in a few moments the combined weight of that North Sydney front row. It's an interesting amount of poundage to be packing down against. Henniker to McKinnon. That's John Adam. Seeing plenty of room to work in. And it's with the wing 3/4 for country, Len Johnson. Feelings going through his mind, although 2 tries doesn't suggest that. Henniker. And getting underneath it is Rosine. Looked to come off the hand of a good save. A good save by the Queensland country winger, number 5, Bob Lacey. And referee Bradstock to put the scrum down, to order the line dropout. And there he is, Barry Muir. As I said earlier, a very likeable man. Some people, I think, take him the wrong way, but to me, he's one of the characters of rugby league. Blindside to Henniker, across O'Connor. That's McKinnon. He's inside the 22, Don McKinnon. Here's a try coming up. O'Connor on the inside. And O'Connor goes in to score North Sydney's 4th try. And they've burst away to lead by... Henniker. He's developing his ball skills every time we see him, Keith Barnes. He's now just standing back there as a second pivot or ball player, call him what you like. But he's a very important link now, isn't he? As we find Mayo running off one of his passes, Keith.
Yes, he's a very, very clever ball player. Of course, he made his mark in the Illawarra district as a 5'8", playing with Western Suburbs down there. And he's certainly given North Sydney tremendous value, because he's got the ability to pick up his supports particularly well. He's a top goal kicker. He's a very clever tactical kicker. And he's not afraid to attack on his own either if the opportunity presents itself. And he's certainly the general now around the rucks for North Sydney. And that's one of the problems, of course, that the Queensland Country have. They have to take him out of the game at every opportunity. And I think they're allowing him probably a little bit too much yardage. But if you notice, he stands back very deep in the ruck to give himself plenty of opportunity to create those openings.
Also, Cudmore was back there, Keith, and they just not quite sure which one's going to get the ball. He and Cudmore are both playing very well behind the ruck.
Well, that's bad luck there for Queensland Country. For the first time, they started to get their act together with some nice, short, safe passing on a sloppy pitch. Or should I say a greasy pitch. This Leichhardt Oval never ceases to amaze me. It'll stand up to anything, but they unloaded the ball at the wrong time. And now quick hands by North. As Keith Barnes pointed out, they're standing deep, and here's Mark Harris relishing this fact, and he's charging down. Lappin has him. He got his pass on the inside, which has been knocked forward. No, but referee Bradstock has ruled it came off a Queenslander.
Yes.
And has ruled a fair try to North. Good one, Donniger, good one.
I think it's probably 5 these days, isn't it?
Is it 5?
Righto, so it's North Sydney now. Smith, O'Connor. Oh, that was a good piece of football to even get the pass away to John Adams. Shepherd does the right thing, goes in away from the touchline. Now it's Alan Smith backing up, and it's down inside the 22. A quick play, the ball from Shepherd away through Keogh onto the 5'8". Wilson out to McKinnon, standing out in the centres. Mayo's playing outside centre. He said, isn't it lovely? And he gets the pass away to Keith Harris, who's a metre short, and will play it in that very far corner from us. Laying over him, Peter Apps. Mark Harris is the dummy half, pops it up to big Steve Mayo, and he plunges across, but he can't get it down. It'll be a 5-metre scrum. Closer, they're getting wide and deep, particularly from the scrums, and you don't see that very often in football today, Keith. They're all taught to stand up flat.
That's right. Well, they're in a position now, of course, where they can attack, because they're 25 points. And certainly they stunned and shocked Queensland Country in that opening minute.
Con Marinen taking it dangerously close to the line. O'Connor made the tackle with Shepherd. The dummy half is Doonerman. Doonerman must go in. He is, yes. Queensland Country finding a little bit of brittleness next door to the ruck in the North Sydney defence, and Queensland Country registered.
They don't appear to have anyone there in the forwards that can set or create any opportunities for runners, do they? They're sort of playing one out and looking to just spin the ball out.
Well, the only player that can do it is the man with the ball now, Apps, and he hasn't been doing it successfully so far, Keith.
Big Mark Harris through for 2 tackles, still going. Lappin's missed him this time, and that's a try to Mark Harris. Big and strong. So I doubt here that Rod Henniker would take the kick for goal. If he does, he's a sadist. Well, that's generous, I must say. Roger Plater finding touch for the Bears. Now 15 is Tony Springall. I would think a brother of Wayne Springall, the Manly player. He is. Wilson, Plater, Mayo, standing. That's Wilson, the captain. He's through. He's through. He shouldn't be, but he is. And he's gone in for touchdown for the Bears. That's their 7th try. They lead by 35. 7 minutes to go. And Barry Muir.
He hates being a loser, Barry Muir, and you can see it etched right over his face.
Actually, we picked him up as he was shaving the head. Harris, Mark Harris, that is, taking play a few metres out from the line. Alan Smith is in there. He wants a part of the action again. Number 3. And he's held by Johnson, the winger. Plays it back and away through the inside backs, and running with it is Henniker. And flung to the ground by Peter Apps. Springall is 15. That's Wilson in 6. Through Plater in 17 to Mayo. A quick ball out to McCaffrey and a quick set of hands. He did as well as he could. And this is Alan Shepherd. Very fast if he sees open country. That's McCaffrey. He's in to score. North Sydney ringing up try number 8.
and leading by 38 points to 5.
It was 4 teams automatically qualified. Would be filled by teams with a win and a draw on 3 points. And any further remaining spots will be filled by teams winning one of their matches and having the best points for and against margin. So it's still worthwhile, one keeping up their effort, or a team keeping up their effort, even though beaten in their first qualifying round match. Henniker, Keith Harris, he's through, taking Plater with him on the inside, O'Connor on the outside. That's Plater in 17. He's still got O'Connor with him. He should pass. He should have passed.
He certainly should have.
He thought he had a bit more boot than he did, a bit more Roman sandal. But well done by the Queensland Country centre 3-quarter, Tony Byrne.
Well done earlier by Keith Harris, Keith.
Yes, we haven't seen too much of Harris. He hasn't been over prominent, certainly involved and doing his share of work in defence, because he is a very, very strong player. He's probably had one of his quieter games, although...
Yeah, 5-4 was the score. I think that was the Russell Fairfax broke his leg. Or maybe the same match.
There it is.
And there's the 40. 2 score. 40 points to 5. Full-time siren sounds. North Sydney have won their opening round match in the 1980 Tooth Cup. And we'll be back to tell you who won the Man of the Match award for tonight on behalf of National and Electronic Sales.